Okay, so let's move on to some more details that have emerged about the Marvel and Disney Spider-Man deal, which is, it was announced yesterday. There's some huge furore on the likes of Twitter and everything, but now some more details have started to emerge. And the main one for me is how much did it cost? And it's a huge deal, obviously. Disney owned Marvel. They've made a deal with Sony, and they're basically saying that they can sort of feature Spider-Man in each other's movies. So Kevin Feige over at Marvel, he's going to help make those movies, and Sony's going to have the final say. So how much do you think that deal cost? Seriously, count it. I'll give you the figure. It's actually £0.0. Yes, that's right. Common sense actually prevailed rather than money, or at least money in the immediate sense with this movie. They've all realised that basically if they share Spider-Man, they're all going to stand to gain. It's going to make more money for the existing Marvel movies if he starts rocking up in them, and also if Marvel helps out by lending their characters to the Sony movies that they'll be making, then they're all going to make a ton of cash. So there you go, a bit of common sense for you. So the sources are telling the Hollywood Reporter that actually this may be a clever move on the part of Disney, which owns Marvel, to snap up the rights to Spider-Man as and when they become available, because obviously they've been manoeuvred into the perfect place then. But also, even more interestingly, that Disney may be interested in buying up Sony themselves, or rather I imagine Sony, the studio, if it becomes available. Now, Sony's not had a great time of it at the moment. They've had hacks. They're struggling with franchises at the moment. So there is a possibility that might happen. So let's keep our ears to the ground. So there is also some more Spider-Man news, and basically Andrew Garfield, as we probably know by now, many of us know by now, is going. And he is got to be replaced by somebody else. So they are apparently looking for younger actors. Garfield is about 31 at the moment, and they're looking for somebody a bit younger than that. So they are looking at, the names are, apparently according to Variety, Maze Runner star Dylan O'Brien or Percy Jackson star Logan Lerman. Now normally I'd have a bit of a problem with this in terms of they're saying younger actors and so on. And it's not because, you know, people in the mid-30s, middle-aged males, they were underrepresented in Hollywood, because they're certainly not. It's mainly because we've been over this ground over and over again, haven't we, with young Spider-Man characters, you know, going to high school, Uncle Ben dies, and the internet was aflame with fear yesterday that this would actually be the case, that actually we'd see another Spider-Man origin story come into the fore when we've had two already in the last few years. But I actually think it's a good move. I think it's a good move, and the reason I think it's a good move is simply because the rest of the Avengers are more mature. You know, they're sort of in their 30s, 40s, probably a bit, some maybe a bit older. I don't actually know Robert Downey Jr.'s age, but they're a bit older. So actually to have a younger character in there would be a great idea. If he's going to team up with the Avengers, then it's a great move. Spider-Man being younger would be a good thing. So we'll see how that turns out, and I think we're going to hear something quite soon, because they're cracking on with Captain America's third film, Civil War, which will probably feature Spider-Man in the near future. So I think we're going to hear something sooner rather than later on this casting front.